Now, Derek and I are going to talk to you a little bit about modeling. And for modeling, when it's a casting session for modeling, it's called a go-see. Now, for acting, it's an audition. For modeling, it's a go-see. How many of these go-sees would you say you've been on in your modeling career?
Oh, quite a few.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And when you go to these go-sees, how many times do they ask for your portfolio?
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever. So you don't
Hardly ever.
hand them any pictures at all when you go to the go-see?
No, you show up, they take your picture, you leave.
Wow. And sometimes they ask you to maybe act out a situation. I had this one scene where for an insurance company where a boy is zipping up his pants coming out of a stall. Well, he's looking and there's two girls putting on their makeup and he realizes he's in the wrong place. And so he's, oh, you know. So actors get modeling jobs all the time and use their acting ability. Now, when you consider modeling, you want to make sure that you know all of your sizes. All of your sizes should be current all the time. And what you might want to do is get a little 3x5 card and put down all your sizes. You know, even your height, weight, your neck, your chest, your waist, inseam, sleeve. You know your jacket and your dress sizes. This is really important because this information is always asked for when you're cast. So, at a casting, you'll need to fill out a sheet for modeling, and on the sheet, they'll want your sizes. So know your agent's name, their telephone number, and then, of course, all your sizes, okay?
Absolutely.
And carry this around and make sure you're keeping it updated at all times. So we're going to show you right now how to measure yourself per specs of a local sports company around here, and Derek's going to assist me as we measure him. Now, some of the first measurement we're going to do is the neck. And you want to measure the neck basically at the collar line. Not up here, but down at the collar line. Okay, and just go ahead and turn around for me. And you just measure the neck just like that. Now for the sleeve, it's a little different in some cases, but you can stay right there.
Okay.
For the sleeve, we start at the base of the neck between the shoulder blades. And then we go over the shoulder, over a slightly bent elbow, to the hollow of the wrist bone. That's between the wrist and your arm there. And that is how you measure your sleeve. And arms up. And we're going to measure the chest now. And when we measure the chest, we want to go ahead and put our arms down and relax. That's our usual position. So we measure the chest around the largest part, largest area of the chest, and for women as well. Now, for the waist, many people do it right where it's the belt, but really what you want to measure is just at or just below your navel or belly button. So, and go ahead and pull your shirt up just a little bit there so they can see. So instead of measuring at the belt line here, we're going to go a little bit above that. You can put your shirt down now.
Nope.
We're going to go a little bit above that, just above the belt line, and that'll be your waist measurement. The next one would be for women, and that's your hips. And that's generally around the largest area of your hips and right out in front here. Now, the next thing you need...
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not going to do that one.
No, we're not doing that.
The next thing you need is the inseam. So I'm going to let Derek put that basically where the sun's not shining. And we're going to measure all the way to the floor. Now, Derek's wearing shoes right now, but when you measure your inseam, you want to make sure that your shoes are off, okay? So it's the inseam all the way up into the crotch area, all the way down to the floor. Now you also need to know your shoe size, your jacket size. Now your jacket size is generally your chest size. So if your chest is 42, then you're generally a 42 size jacket. And for women, you need to know not only your dress size, but your pant and your shirt size. So it's really important to know your sizes and to keep them all updated, to carry a card around so that you have all your current information. You don't have to go searching for it or measuring yourself at the actual audition. You want to look like a pro. Go to the Go See, not an audition, for modeling. Sign in, they take your picture. No need to go spend all that money on portfolio pictures. Really.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Absolutely.
Damon, don't forget, head is also very important to have measurements.
Ah, you're right, your hat. Now, there's a conversion you can do, and you can look it up on the internet. I think it's on there if you just search hat sizes, and you'll end up measuring around the top of the head and doing a little conversion to get your hat size, 7.5 or whatnot.
7 3/4.
Great point.
7.
So what kind of jobs have you done?
Oh, I've modeled for all kinds. It's very surprising the companies that want to actually have models versus commercials. Oil companies, tobacco companies. Who else? Computer companies, boot companies. I mean, it's just very random.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's fun.
And as far as the pay scale goes, is modeling more or less than acting, would you say, in general?
Well, in general, I think it might be a little bit more, but it's also a buyout where they will just pay you for the pictures. And
No residuals.
There's no residuals. Commercials, there's residuals, but then you have to take consideration, do you want your picture on front of a magazine that everybody sees, or do you want to do a commercial where only regional people are going to see? So it's a toss-up.
Right. So if you're an actor, modeling is not out of the question.